totally changed it once.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
All right. Okay, it's been recording, so 3.
Hey there, welcome yet again. This is Studio 48. My name is Todd, this is Jeffrey Post. Jeffrey Post is the Studio 48 professional expert. I did say professional expert.
Wow, that's big.
It is, right?
Yeah.
On new developments and investments around the Ann Arbor marketplace. When we're talking about new developments and investments, clearly we're talking about real estate, and Jeffrey is the guy. So to start everything off, Jeffrey, there's some new stuff happening around the Ann Arbor marketplace. There's some developers that are expressing interest. What makes Ann Arbor interesting for developers and investors to come into?
Well, it's kind of an obvious that we've been landing on a lot of top 10 lists. In fact, we've been landing on so many top 10 lists, from top 10 places to retire, top 10 places to start your new business, top 10 places to become an entrepreneur.
Yep.
So there's that part attracting. There will always be an attraction to the Ann Arbor area because of our university, world-class university, and hospitals. So
what's the name of that university again?
University of Michigan. I'm glad you asked.
I just wanted to make sure the
graduates,
folks,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice plug there. But that's going to be the consistency that comes through. One of the latest things, and it's really exciting for us on the tech side of things, is a little startup by the name of Duo Security. Started here in Ann Arbor, and lo and behold, just this past August, sold their business for over $2 billion. That's a huge win for Ann Arbor. It's a huge win for tech. It's a huge win for the business, obviously, but it's a huge win for Ann Arbor because people not only see us again on the radar, but see us for a different reason. When you're supporting something like a tech business, you have to have resources outside of dorms and student rentals and things that are going to fit the needs of the university.
Absolutely. So, Jeffrey, that actually segues into the next question. What opportunities are you seeing for development coming up? Either stuff that maybe is in the planning stages or is in the I'm just breaking ground stages, or maybe they're getting ready to open the doors for people to purchase. What are you seeing?
There's some pretty exciting things happening. The Ann Arbor community, and especially City Council and people like that, are all about density, downtown density, and making things more attractive, making areas more bikeable, and taking advantage of our wonderful Huron River. To that end, one of the really exciting developments is this former Mishcon space, now owned by DTE, which is going to be a multi-use space, but it's really going to take advantage of the green space there.
Nice.
It is on the Huron River, so there's opportunities for people who are kayakers like me, stand-up paddle boarders, bikers. It's going to connect with the border-to-border trail. And in and around that area, we're also seeing opportunity for condo developments. What happens in some of those spaces, because they're not typically available or they would have been developed on earlier, is they can be some former brownfield spaces that require some cleanup, but that's a great thing for downtown Ann Arbor, and everything is within a 5 to 10 minute bike, or have you seen those birds, those scooters downtown?
All over the place.
Yeah, yeah. So between that and bike shares, it's easy to get everywhere.
Nice, nice. So you've got your thumb on the heartbeat of developments that are coming in. What are some of the visions that you personally see for these developments or future developments? What is it that you would like to see as an investor yourself, potentially, and someone that's interested in a townie in the city of Ann Arbor?
Well, we have this term called town and gown, because we have the town and we have the gown, which is the university. What I like to see personally is more of a marriage and an appreciation for both of those in how they support each other. I'm a former designer, so for me, I like to see an appreciation for architecture. I like to see some design language or design cues that can be taken from a city as old as Ann Arbor and then applied to some of these new developments. The modern thing is there, and people like streamline, and people like to see condos or buy condos that have that, but I also like to see an appreciation, especially on the outside, for all of our wonderful historic districts. That DTE site is sort of wedged between the old Fourth Ward and the Broadway Historic District. So integrate some of that into your design language, and it'll make things really flow in the town.
Gotcha. So architecture and buildings that are brand spanking new, but have an eye towards the historical past of the community, i.e. Ann Arbor, that they're within. That's great. I like that idea.
Yeah, it just merges the two things. And we always have investors interested in student rental. We're always going to have students. Most of those smaller rental properties tend to be 1920s, 1930s homes. So there's a lot to work from there,
Yeah.
and I just like to see people work more from it.
So Jeffrey, you've hit on investors that may get student rentals, rental properties. What other opportunities are there for investors and developers, for that matter, here in the city of Ann Arbor?
Well, it's really kind of endless. With the growth of retail that we have downtown and the growth of interest in condo developments, which do attract investors who want to create rental properties. Mm-hmm. The one thing that I caution some people to look at, or not really caution, but investigate further, is in the larger condo development communities. As an investor, they will limit the number of renters in those properties because it's going to impact the equity of the actual homeowners there. So just do your homework on that, or actually contact us. We'll do the homework for you.
Exactly. So this is Jeffrey Post. He's kind of our professional expert when it comes to new developments and investments here in the Ann Arbor marketplace. He kind of knows what he's talking about. This is Todd Waller with Studio 48. This is Jeffrey Post with Studio 48.
Thanks, Todd.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the flip side.
See ya.